All right, we're recording. This is our cold open, hot open. What do you got over there?
I chose 3 because I was trying so because I was trying so hard after.
I choose you, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and Venusaur.
Working 2 hours later than I thought, and then taking an hour to get home. So I have Left Hand Brewing Breezy Does It Passion Fruit Sour Ale. It's fine. And then I have their Peanut Butter Milk Stout Nitro, which is really great. And then Jameson, I should have brought the bottle in, has a triple distilled, which they've always done, triple cask. So, and it's a lot, it's more mellow, it's smoother.
Yeah, I would expect it to be.
And so it's similar to Stranahan's without the high alcohol that Stranahan's has. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay, I'll have to check that out because that sounds right up my alley, especially with St. Patrick's Day right around the corner.
God, already. This year is already going too fast.
I mean, it's February. God. It's crazy.
Yeah, this day was nuts for insurance. Anyway, that's a side note we can talk about after, once we get off.
All right, well, let's start the episode. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, welcome, digital denizens of the deep, dark dank, to episode 5 of the Geeqoid Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Erik Wesslen, with my excellent friend, Jarrad Shaw.
I love you.
I love you too, bro.
What a week. I forgot to turn the heater on. Not the heater, like the air unit. I turned it off to change the air filter, and I forgot to turn it on. And I came home this afternoon, and I was like, wow, it's really cold in here. She's got 2 sweaters and a brand new outdoor blanket that's like made for the Antarctic on top of her. And I look at the temperature, and I go, well, it says 70, but like it's only reading 61. And I go,
oh,
I forgot to turn it back on.
Did you take a picture of Katie?
No.
Oh, dang.
No. She was starting to go into hibernation. She was like, I was just taking a nap.
That's amazing. I mean, our week, equally terrible. The whole family got hit with COVID.
Oh, that's right.
So it was our first time recorded ever having COVID. And
you're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, like we dodged it through the pandemic, and then now, because we have a kid in daycare, boom.
Yep.
Rachel has had COVID, strep throat, a concussion,
Whoa.
and a stomach flu, all in the last month.
What?
Like, she's over 2025 already.
My God, dude.
It's just, we can't catch any breaks around here.
How did your baby do with the COVID? Was he all right? I mean, yeah, I can hear him.
Like he was just like he has a persistent cough just because it's like all these different viruses and everything through daycare just cycling through him. But like he wasn't as bad as Rachel was. Like he was just like, yeah, whatever, it's another disease, whatever. I'll just kind of shrug it off. Like he missed, I think, 1 day of daycare as a result.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And that's only like, I don't think he even needed to. It was just like we want to get him out of there just to have a little break.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like, so everybody down here in Indy is allergy season. Just all of a sudden decided to shoot up because it was sub-freezing temperatures for so long, and then it melts, and all of the pollen and other bugs decided to go, I'm alive! So Zyrtec is off the shelf right now.
Speaking of that,
it's the new toilet paper.
Rachel just went in for an allergy test because she needs to get her wisdom teeth out now. Yeah, a little late on that.
I still have mine. Oh, no, I was born without mine.
So she has an allergy to lidocaine, which is the local anesthetic.
Yep.
And so the oral surgeon was basically like, I'm not going to do this if you have an allergy to lidocaine. So we need to get that confirmed or denied, because it was once upon a time she had a reaction and it hasn't happened since. So basically she went to the allergist, and the allergist was like, we need 2 hours to do this. It's 4:15 and my staff leaves at 5. So we don't have time, but I will do a full screening and I will prick you with 40 different pinpricks of different allergens. And so she came home yesterday.
Just looking like a porcupine?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, wouldn't you believe it that she's allergic to tree pollen and grass pollen and also cats, which...
Oh, baby. And she loves her fluffies.
Yeah. So working in an animal hospital and having a cat, not the best. But, you know, it wasn't a severe allergy, so we're just going to deal with it. And then also in this past week... You're going to get a kick out of this. So over Christmas, I took a family portrait of Rachel's entire family, and I sent those pictures over to them. Rachel's mom wanted to get some of these printed to put in the baby books of all the respective grandchildren, and also to put on her mantle in a frame. And
very sweet.
I went ahead and I face swapped one of her kids with Ben Affleck.
Did you tell her?
Oh, no.
Did she catch it?
No.
Yes.
So I have it pulled up right now. I will share it with you. Give me 1 second. It's so she was babysitting the other night. Here it is. She was babysitting for the 3 grandchildren at the bottom, and
it's so good. It's so good. You did a really good job.
Thank you. I could do a better job, but this is really, really quick.
No, don't listen. It's perfect.
The lighting is a little bit off.
It's perfect. It's so good. Don't even. You don't need to flex any muscles. That's good, dude.
So we're gonna basically see how long we can get this to ride out, and how long it'll take for her mom to realize that we pulled it over on her.
How many other family members know?
So I think right now it's probably just my sister-in-law, Brittany, and probably her husband, Robbie, because I imagine she told her, or she told him.
Yeah, that, hey, your face is gone.
Well, no, it's the other brother whose face has been swapped.
Oh, he doesn't know either?
No, I mean, he's never around, so he wouldn't know.
That's fucking. It's getting better.
I just can't wait to go visit and see it on the mantle.
You can't say, man, that one kid looks so good. He could be an actor. And then she's like, oh, which one? Oh, my God.
All right, let's get into the docket. I think the biggest news that we have to cover is the Switch 2.
Yeah, and we've been sick and out and working, and so we're late to the game.
Yeah.
You know what, geeks? It's all right.
We're back.
Baby. We're back, baby.
So Switch 2 was officially announced by Nintendo with a little video trailer. They didn't give a lot of specs, but they kind of showcased all the different hardware features.
Yes, it was 100% hardware, no software.
Yeah. And I think one of the...
no other specs. No 8-inch, 7.8, whatever.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest features, though, was the optical sensor.
Yes.
Where they were showcasing that you could use one of the Joy-Cons as a mouse.
And everybody's been so ecstatic is that how they portrayed it was two mice scurrying across the table. They even have a little tail. Yeah, it's good. That was the thing for you and I. So we've talked about this for, off and on a couple weeks. And the implications both made our eyebrows go way up. Like, oh, this is neat. This is cool. This is different. It's not the normal toy factor of like the Wii or Wii U. I think this is a more practical, cool move, Nintendo.
Also with the additional USB port on the top, which I'm imagining you could just plug any conventional mouse into now.
That's interesting too.
I think they're really trying to expand the market share that they're after, because like Nintendo has often been seen as like
I have a puppy. I heard this like stomping. Now that I have earphones or whatever earphones in, I was like, where the fuck did Godzilla come from? And it's a yeah. It sounds way worse with headphones. Sorry, keep going. That was great.
So yeah, I think they're going to allow for you to plug in an aftermarket mouse, and I think they're really trying to go after that Call of Duty crowd. Like
Call of Duty, and then
that'd be huge, because now they're basically the power that is now in the Switch 2. I have to imagine is going to rival the PS5 and the Xbox Series, whatever. Series 4? No, that's not a thing.
PS4. Maybe PS4 Pro.
No, it's the PS5 came out, what, 5 years ago?
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch came out.
Using...
It's roughly 8 years
we
ago.
don't know details about the hardware, but they are using NVIDIA chips.
We've seen the schematics.
Here's my hypothesis, is that...
We do pretty much know. Unfortunately, like, there's been there's been manufacturing leaks that do show that it's going to be pretty close to a PS4 Pro. And then NVIDIA's using their technology, their DLSS
3 or 4. I mean, we're on 4 now.
We're on 4 with the
RTX 5 series.
Yeah. I would say, and their 4 was a 2. So the 1.5 does 3, and then the other 5 does 3 and 4. So this could be a times 2. I was just reading
Sorry,
this.
what you just said made no sense.
Oh, God, my computer just fucking is glitching out. Hopefully you can still see me. Oh, good. So the 4 series did a DLSS 2 version, and the new 5 does a tiered. It can do 3 and 4, depending on what the AI needs it to do for your PC rig or for any other game. And they were just like skimming the surface before getting into details before 3 and 4. Like, what are those differences? But it sounded like the umbrella was, depending on the system in the program, it will then adjust between, it will always be higher than the 4, but then it can adjust more, obviously, dipshit, 3 and 4. Anyway, long story short, I think it'll be a 2. I think we're getting closer. We're going to be closer to like DLSS 2. You look at me all funny.
I think we're gonna.
You think this is going to be bigger than people are making it out to be? Even myself, I'm making this out to be like, let's step it back a bit, and you're going, this is probably going to be legit.
So
legit. Sorry, this is going to be more than legit.
This is all speculation, but I think Nintendo. I mean, they're effectively taking what they already had with the Switch, and they've got a huge understanding from an engineering standpoint of how to build this device. How can we make it better?
Yeah.
With another 5 years worth of technology. And with the help of NVIDIA, like, I have to imagine they're not resting on their laurels, that they are innovating, and that the custom chip that NVIDIA has designed for the Switch, here's my hypothesis, is that it will have a power-saving mode, or not power-saving, but it will, the resolution it's outputting at when you're in the handheld mode
1080
will be different than the HD when you're plugged into your TV.
Yeah, so it'll be...
And it's going to be very drastic difference in the output. You probably won't notice it because how far you are away from the screen, but...
Well, an LCD to OLED. Like, so right now, I think it's like a 720. I have a 720 screen or resolution on the handheld. And then when I hook it up to my TV, it's 1080p. And Nintendo's, this is more gaming, but they've been on average about 30 FPS for most of their games. People are thinking this will now be 1080 on your handheld screen. Still ACD or ACD. Yeah, I'm sorry, LCD. And then it'll be 4K on the TV, and it will it will then also do potentially, hopefully, cross your fingers, instead of average 30, we're going to get closer to 60.
That sounds about right, yeah. I mean, we got to wait another month or two.
April 2nd, I think.
Is when it's going to drop, or when the full specs are going to be revealed?
The Nintendo Direct, yeah. So then we're, again, allegedly, because this is the same time that they're going to start doing these experiences in like LA, New York, London,
Dallas.
So, and they also have a direct scheduled the same day.
Okay. So I'm thinking late April, mid-April probably for going on sale date. No. Jarrad thinks later.
June. Because they're going to have a month to do the experience. Month to get pre-orders, maybe even 2 months to do pre-orders because during the experience, and then open the floodgate. So June.
Killing me.
I'm surprised. You know what? You say that, and I'm watching your face.
I was going to get myself a nice birthday present.
I know. I also thought of that too. And this is also the first time in how many years you've owned a Nintendo? So I'm really excited to see your face because you are lighting up.
I haven't had one since the original Wii.
Oh, well, that's better than me, I guess. So I had Nintendo, and then I dropped. But then I always played jailbroke GBA games because iPhone. I just always knew.
Yeah.
Just like the Hearthstone. I knew Hearthstone was coming to the iPhone, and so I jailbreak and do GBA games. But I've never until now. So I guess we're both in the same boat. I was going to give you a hard time, but I can't really.
I mean, I have multiple different varieties of Game Boys stashed around my house in different places.
You do have Game Boys? Like real Game Boys?
Yeah,
Can I have one?
sure.
Thanks.
I have one. I have one that it hasn't even been turned on before.
What the fuck? Dude.
Yeah, it's one of the
I'm
Game,
so excited.
Game Boy
right now.
Advanced.
Oh, yeah.
Not Game Boy Advanced. SP, something like that.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I've got a
Just that
copy
you're
of
you're
Orcs
gonna-
and Elves signed by John Carmack.
I don't want that one. You should shadow box that one. No, it's not that I don't like the game. Sorry. It sounded like, no, fuck that game. Thanks, John, but go fuck yourself. No. No, that should get shadow boxed and framed. And then right behind your head, just like this gigantic Pikachu. Oh, I love you. You're great.
I gotta figure out how to put it up there, but
Put some of the floating shelves with the that iron
I
thing
will.
you got over there. Do some more of that iron pipe thing.
I want to make it different. But I'll figure it out.
Going back to Nintendo. You think it's going to be PS5 level?
Probably not PS5 level.
Okay, great.
But here's the thing: NVIDIA has made a lot of strides with their DLSS technology, so they can achieve. Like, I don't know if you caught the NVIDIA press conference from CES when they unveiled the new RTX 5 series.
I was catching up through IGN.
But basically, like, they're using these AI processors to up-res and compute extra frames at such an accelerated rate that they're able to achieve an incredible FPS. And I'm wondering if they're maybe utilizing that technology, but like it's so difficult to say because of the form factor.
Well, here's my question. So we know the hardware side of the NVIDIA is an older chip system, an older processor.
Do we know that? We don't know that for sure.
There's a lot of leaks, bro. It is an older system. But with that said,
I mean, they're probably using older systems to keep the price point down for sure.
Which was another thing I wanted to bring up after this. So transition later. Do you... I don't know this side. So if you have an older processor, can you still tweak it? Can you still tweak within it to produce like a hybrid? Say it's not... It can't do a 4. It can't do a 5 series. But can it do... We're sure it can probably do a 2. Could it do like a hybrid 2.5? Like, does NVIDIA or that industry have that?
I don't think that's the right way to think about it. They're creating a custom chip for Nintendo, and so they can customize those parameters however they want. The conventional DLSS, like, that's designed to work across all of the NVIDIA cards. They don't have that complication with Nintendo because it's one card for all devices. And so they're able to say, this is what we want, this is the spec, and NVIDIA can execute on that. So I don't think we should try and peg it to a certain DLSS version. I think we just got to wait.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be impressive.
I hope so.
I like right now I'm torn because like part of me wants a Switch 2, part of me wants a PC handheld, like a Steam Deck or a
was it Legion?
Asus ROG Ally or something like that. But like
Legion has Switch isn't the first to do this mouse type. Legion, I think it's the Legion Go, does a vertical style where you set it on a base and the AR is on. So it's more like a fighter pilot style instead of mouse style that Switch is doing. Look it up, my nerdy friend.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are using it or utilizing it. And so that's also interesting, too.
It's the first I've heard of it, so probably not many.
Price point. So, unless I do some research real quick, but you had Switch that came out at a certain price. The OLED version a few years ago came out, which was only $50 more in a bigger screen. And so people are assuming on the low end, we're going to go another $50 more. So we're getting into like $350. So $350 territory to what most people are thinking is $499. So $350 to $500.
Which is PS5, Xbox range price point.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe it should be $400. Sorry. Now I am going to do a quick search. Switch to alleged price. Thanks, Google. 400. Sorry, my bad. So somewhere between like 350 and 400. There are a few people saying 499 though.
That's up there. That is
up there. So how much was your PS5?
I think it was $499.
Okay. Gosh. I don't know if I'd want to. I mean, I would. I absolutely would. Now that I have the Switch after all these years, after like the last year, like I waited the very last year and then it was the OLED. The OLED came out and a lot of people went, now I have this Switch and I don't want it. And I go, I'll get it if I give you $125. And they went, oh, fuck, okay.
Admittedly, I'm sitting on hundreds of dollars of Best Buy credit, so I'm just ready to pull a trigger. I'm just giddy.
I just wasted Best Buy to get a second Apple HomePod because I was like, I cannot have a single speaker. I have to have Dolby.
Oh my God. All right, let's get off of Nintendo. Let's talk about other things. This came out of left field. I did not. Maybe just I was sleeping on it, but Civilization 7 is coming out next week.
Oh, and that was one of the things. Sorry, brings it back to the Switch. It was that game that they were like, dude, if they make this with a mouse compatible, which is one of the Joy-Cons with the little attachment that magnetizes to the bottom, this is a potential AAA niche. It's very niche because I wouldn't buy it. AAA. I can't. I fucking hate Civ.
Wow. We are opposite ends of the spectrum because I can't get enough.
I know, because you brought it up. I can't wait for you so I can shit on it.
Oh, my God.
This is one of those games that you went with, like Overwatch or Call of Duty. And I actually did think of Civ. And I went, shit, that looks great. I can't wait to not play it. But holy God, with a mouse. All right, I might play it, actually. If I could take it with me and play it on a park bench, or I love that part of it. Shit. All right, I'd play it. I'd play it. All right, fine. All right, keep talking. So, go about your business with Civ.
Yeah, so the pre-release, if you will come out next week. The official release the week after. And I think one of the most disruptive things about this new Civ, and I'm actually looking forward to it because they gather all this data around how people are not finishing games, and I can testify to that because
most people.
gameplay will take 6+ hours because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I stopped playing.
Yeah, it's insane. But the new mechanic, every time you transition from one age to the next, it's going to be a mild reset.
What? Can you unbox that a little bit more?
Yeah. So when you found a location, it'll be a town. You can grow it into a city, and then when you transition from one age to the next, all your cities go back down to towns. Except for your capital. And you can change the location of your capital, allegedly, as well. So if there is a whole bunch of strife and different things, you can make changes so that... Because I think one of the biggest problems with the original Civ and Civ 6 was that you would get on this path and there would be no opportunity to diverge. It's like you're locked in effectively to the path that you're going down. And now they're basically giving you options to change things up every age, which I think is a brilliant decision.
I will play now. I mean, like, those two alone are reasons why I didn't. Like, you reach to a new age, and it's like starting all over again. And I didn't like that. You gain certain things, you went to this new echelon, but fuck, I spent a lot of time on this, and then it's
No, I think you got it wrong. Like, that new age is not like starting again. It's that the part that I like the most about the game is the beginning. Is that the experience is fresh. There's just area to be explored. And I think they're trying to recreate that experience. It's like every new age is like, boom. Let's, like, the resources are new. Like,
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
It's otherwise you're just like...
But it's not going to take forever.
We'll see. I don't know.
I've seen the graphics. The graphics look amazing. The amount of work and detail they've put into it. Like, I thought 6 was really pretty. This is unbelievable.
I think one of the other biggest changes that they've done, which I'm really excited about actually, is they've done away with workers. Because, like, usually you had to build a worker, and the worker had like 3 uses, and you could improve tiles. They're just doing away with that. It's like, when you expand your city or town, you select a tile and you select an upgrade.
They're simplifying it.
They are simplifying it.
Let's say streamlining.
Streamlining, yes. So I'm excited for that aspect of the game because I hated having to create builders and then just lose them
Yeah, that goes back to a board game. Like, worker placement is that you work really hard to get a worker, and then you place that specific worker out on the board to do something, and then once they do it, either it comes back to you or it's gone, and then you got to do it all over again to place that worker out somewhere else, and then either it comes back, hopefully, or it's gone. So that's nice. That's great.
Yeah. Well, let's absolutely get rid of that mechanic, and I'm excited to play it. I'm gonna shell out all the money for the top tier edition so I can play on day one. I'm so giddy.
I can't even remember. Like, will we be able to, like, I build mine, you build yours, we see each other, or...
No. We'd have to start a game together. Is that a you want to?
If I get a Mac Mini, probably, because I don't think this laptop can handle it. This laptop hardly can handle this podcast.
So that's one of the things I'm curious about is, will the Switch... I have to imagine the Switch 2 would be able to support it.
People are talking about everything that's on PS4 is capable of working, and even people are complaining that the last Legend of Zelda was at 30, but it was a painful 30 of this gen. And so people are hoping to play the part 2, Tears of the Kingdom, at not only a smooth frame rate, but then at 60.
Which I haven't played a Zelda game in a very long time. And
I think you would lose your life in Breath of the Kingdom in Tears. Or Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Probably.
I think you would. The only reason I haven't bought it is because I think I would. And then Katie would be like, family time? I'd be like, yeah, family time. I really do. You're the one person. I think if you could get Rachel involved to watch you, because it is absolutely gorgeous.
We've talked about that, and I've floated the idea, and she's open to it. So
I called them watch-alongs.
Watch-alongs.
Yeah.
So she really liked The Last of Us, the TV show, and I have yet to start the actual game.
First or second? Oh, yeah.
Any of them.
She would lose her fucking mind.
I have the...
Oh, my God.
I think I bought the remastered one for the PS5, so...
Yeah, that's a good...
I might give that a try.
I would do that one first, because there's more story. That's a movie. It's like Indiana Jones and Circle. It's an interactive movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
And you know what I've been playing recently that I've just been diving into, can't get enough of, and I can't believe I slept on it for so long, is...
I mean, I feel the same way about a lot of other things, too. Like
Aliens,
the Switch.
Dark Descent.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It is a very, very solid game.
People still talk about Alien Isolation. What's Dark Descent?
So it's a top-down isometric view. It's like a tactical, real-time. So you have a squad of Marines, and you basically have to complete objectives. And there's aliens all over the place.
What was the game you and I played that was RTS? That was aliens coming down 1960s.
Oh,
they came out with 2 of them. This looks a lot like that.
So that was like a double joystick kind of game. This one is much more tactical. Like you can pause and slow down time, and you have different skills and abilities to deploy, and kind of like, and you have all of your Marines are individuals, and you level them up, and they have their own skills and classes and abilities and equipment, and it gets really deep. And I gotta say, the story is really solid. It is true to the Alien ethos, which, it's like if I were to pick one franchise that I love above all else, it is the Alien franchise. Yeah. And so, like, this has been a probably, I would say, the best Alien game in the last decade, maybe 2. Which is
do each of the Xenos do something different? Like, you have to really, like, prepare yourself?
So there's, you have your drones, your hunters, your praetors, your queens, your chargers, your face huggers. Like, there's a whole litany of different aliens that have different capabilities. And honestly, like, I think the thing I appreciate most is how it tries to mimic the behavior of the Hive.
Oh, that's weird. That's cool.
So like you have a gauge in the top right of your screen that tells you like how aggressive the Hive is being, and you control how that changes. Like if you engage the aliens, they are more aware of your presence. They will start to hunt you. They will become more aggressive. And you have to make a very calculated decision. Do I continue with this mission, or do I pull my Marines out and say, I'm done. I need to come back another day because I can't complete the objective because the hive is too frantic.
Oh.
Yeah. It is very, very true to the franchise. And I haven't even finished it, and I want a sequel.
XCOM. That's what I was thinking of.
It is similar to XCOM, except it is not turn-based in the way that XCOM is.
Oh, so this is real-time RTS. Oh, I
wouldn't say RTS because it's not like RTS. You're thinking base building and like all that shit, like
StarCraft, maybe.
Yeah. So all you have is your squad of Marines, and that's all you control.
So how does it differ from XCOM's turn-based?
Because it's in real time. Like there's no turns.
I just fucking said that, and you said, but but that's fucking different. God damn it, Eric. So what is it? A hybrid between the two?
So you double click to move your Marines,
just like XCOM.
But when you encounter people, like there's no automatic slowdown. There's no choosing your actions. It's just stuff happens. Like your Marines will automatically fire on the xenomorphs.
So it's like, I'm not saying a step down, but a more simplified, like, there you are, do your shit. Just do it.
I would disagree, actually. I don't think it's more simplified. I think it's... I don't want to say more complicated. I think... Because here's the thing. There are... And as you progress through the game, you get more skills and more abilities, and you need to manage all this and manage all sorts of different attributes.
Like XCOM.
Like XCOM. But it's... You can't pause the game. So I would argue it's more difficult than XCOM, because you have to make these decisions. Like, the game slows down for sure, but like, you see that xenomorph leaping through the air at you, and it's like, you have to react now, or your guy's dead. And if he dies, you lose him.
Yeah.
And then you lose all,
like XCOM. So it's very similar to XCOM, but I loved XCOM a lot. I liked XCOM.
I did too.
I bought both on PC and I bought both on the iPad Pro.
As did I, but I think the story is much stronger in this game.
Well, yeah, the story on both of them weren't great.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are cinematic clips, and the way it ties into the Alien universe, I think, is amazing.
Now I gotta see if they did an iOS, because if they did XCOM, like,
I would really love it on an iPad, but I don't think it is on iPad at the moment. That being said,
I do like this style of game a lot.
Oh yeah, here's the thing: it's also very challenging too. Like
I didn't beat either XCOM. You beat it. You beat the first one.
I think I beat the second one too.
Twice? But you got weren't there multiple endings? Anyway.
Yeah.
I did not. I lost, and then I lost. Real bad. No, it's not out.
But it's I can't, I'm fanboying over it now at this point.
No, the visuals are great, and even some of the UI, the the heads up kind of stuff. Not heads up. It's hard to say that as a top down RTS, but even seeing line of sight, stats for each of your crew, and then stats for the game, the map. They took what XCOM should have done, and damn, graphics look really good too.
Yeah,
I can't. This is good. I would love to play this.
I can't recommend the game enough. I can't believe it was recommended to me, I think almost a year ago, and I installed it and I never got around to playing it, and I picked it up about a week ago, and I can't get enough. I'm like, put it in my veins.
So silly. You bring this up. Alien Isolation's been out 10 years, I think. 15.
No,
close.
not that long. It hasn't
10
been
years?
out 10 years. No, not even.
Anyway, I would love... It's still one of my favorite games that I never finished because I got scared to death.
I never finished it because I couldn't get past one of the sections.
I couldn't get past the first android. And I was within 45 minutes of the game. Like, I got the tape, I put it into the first slot to save, and then it's like 10 feet, there's your first android. And I went, I don't know. And that android just beat the shit out of me. I think it was on fire. But I still think of that game. Of all the games, Mario's and Yoshi's and Call of Duty's and everything, that is the one game I still think about all day, all the time, and I go, I wonder if I could play this with Katie. I think she would. She would enjoy doing a watch along.
Okay.
Because you can do it on the Apple TV and on your iPad Pro.
Yeah, that's got potential. Speaking of the Alien franchise, I'm pretty excited about Alien Earth, the series coming to FX this summer.
You got me, because I do not know anything about it.
Oh.
Unbox this one.
So this is a brand new Alien series that is going to take place on Earth, and it predates the original movies.
Are we going back to like Prey? Because Prey was great. Oh, sorry, that was Predator. Sorry. But is it going back to maybe like Indian, or are we talking like
No.
Before that.
Sorry. No, I think it's right around the same time.
It predates Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Prometheus.
God, I keep thinking Predator. Sorry, dude.
So it's right around the same time as like Prometheus. So like 2080s era.
Okay.
So definitely very much in the future, 50 plus years in the future.
But instead of on another spaceship, it'll actually be here.
On Earth.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
Because I would love to watch that. Because how do you contain something that can just keep multiplying and just, it could devastate a planet in a heartbeat. I mean, that's fun.
If you consider the AVP movies as canon, we had aliens on Earth as early as...
It was the Aztec thing, right?
2010, 2013.
Was that the Aztec South American?
Well, no. They found... It wasn't like Antarctica or something. There was a temple below the ice, and there was aliens.
That's
and
right.
Predators showed up, and all that. Like, I really don't consider the AVP movies.
It was based off a comic
canon.
book. The comic book was really good. I read the comic book.
The books are really good too. I would recommend people.
Yeah, the movies are not, but what they were based off of are really good.
AVP Requiem was just
dog shit. That was dog shit. Let me just say it for you.
All right.
Do you think Earth finals? Hey, do you think Earth is going to be good? Is this FX too?
It is FX, which they have a fairly solid Shrek record.
Do they? Because they don't get a lot. They don't get a lot of. People are moving to Netflix or Amazon or Apple or they could go to Disney, I guess. Disney does own Aliens, right?
This is true, yeah. So here's the thing. Here's why I am bullish on the series. We have Timothy Oliphant as one of the stars.
Oh, fuck it. I'm done. Never mind. You can
You're in?
You can just stop there. Dude, he's my favorite actor ever. I love him so much. I don't care. That's fine. You're done.
Ridley Scott is involved, which...
Wow, Ridley is actually, like, as a producer, right?
Yeah.
That's
he's not... I mean, he might direct an episode. You never know.
That would be cool if he did that. Because then he'd be involved instead of just, like, money.
I'm trying to remember who the director is.
So one director? Because that would also be cool. At least there would be one.
Well, the maybe the showrunner, executive producer, Ridley Scott and Noah Hawley.
I don't know of Noah. Okay. Noah.
He did The Alibi. He's worked on Dark Universe for Universal Pictures.
I was one of the few people that liked them, but they are real cheese. But, like, cinnamon, like filmically, like, they're good. Storyline, poop face.
So it was confirmed that the series will be more tied into the style of mythology of the original 1979 movie instead of the Prometheus and Alien Covenant movies. So
That's a good
really
call.
following the path of
So they're going to do a Star Wars, like...
Alien Romulus.
Yeah, keep
which-
kind of that older feel. Keep it classic.
Romulus was so good. I think that's the other thing that I really liked about...
I cannot watch it without you and Rachel because I might squeeze Katie's arm off, and so at least I can't squeeze your gigantic biceps off when I go, fuck!
Well, if it's coming out this summer,
Yeah.
I mean... If,
I only
if you-
have
if
so many
you-
days off, bro.
I
And
know,
we've-
but like if you
we've
come
got
the
like
night
4
before,
ideas, yeah, and then we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We already had like 2 ideas, and we're gonna throw a third one on there. I love you,
But if
we
you
don't-
come for the night before, for the midsummer party, we can stay up all night and binge watch.
Yeah, we'll be great tomorrow when 100 people. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It's just we'll mainline caffeine. We'll be fine.
I'll just follow your lead, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
All right, we should wrap.
Yeah. I'm happy about the Switch. Bring it full circle. I'm happy about Switch 2. I think whatever it comes out from what we've already seen, I will be excited and I will buy it. I'm excited about some of the other pop culture stuff that's coming out. I'm excited that even there are games that... There were so many games that came out in the last couple of years, like every year, and like Dark Descent. I'm really now excited to play this. This looks like an XCOM I would like to play in, and the way you described it, I want to. And so I love that.
Wouldn't be
It happens
surprised
a
if
lot.
it comes to the Switch 2.
That like Civ 7.
Which also might come as...
It might. There are strong possibilities.
Especially with that optical sensor on that Joy-Con and turning it into a mouse.
Yeah, and
That
Microsoft-
opens up a ton of possibilities for the Switch. Everybody, like, it has such a huge player base and such a huge audience. Like, it's going to be right up there with the, like, if you're developing a AAA game, you're going to do it for the Switch 2, the PS5, and the Xbox Series, whatever.
And that will be a first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I think Nintendo made the right moves.
yep, I do too. And I think other companies like Microsoft are already making hints towards that. So I'm excited. February, March, April. Raise the roof, mother bitches.
And on that note, Signing off.
Signing off. Bye-bye.
Cheerio, mofos.
Cheerio, mofos.
End of transmission.